Welcome, everybody, to episode 15 of the Great Western Podcast. I'm your host, Mark the Wizard Masurlian, and today is Saturday, September 6th. Hope everyone's doing good. How are you guys doing today?
Beautiful.
Excellent.
Beautiful. We got a nice crew today. We're joined by Dr. Rob for some medical advice over here if we need it. We got Jay, local contractor, basketball enthusiast, aficionado, and of course, everyone's favorite ex-Laker fan. There he goes. Uh, World-renowned LeBron hater, Coach Theory. We got a nice crew today, guys.
Love it. Thanks
What's
for
up,
having us.
everybody?
Yeah, so as you guys noticed, Chu's not here, so we cannot really go into the Clippers curse episode that we've been planning on doing for a while, which is in the back burner. But we can't have this podcast today without talking about Kawhi Leonard and Steve Ballmer and this Pablo Torre uh, expose on like what salary cap circumvention and basically fraud by the Clippers and all of this. I honestly like I've been hearing so much about it. I really don't know what to make of it right now. There's so much coming out. I think we're gonna have to learn more. Mark Cuban is there, like kind of backing Ballmer. Ballmer got tried to get ahead of it by talking to Ramona Shelburne over the other day. So I really don't know what to say about it. It seems fishy. It kind of stinks to me a little bit, but I think the details remain to be seen. What do you guys think? Where are we at on this?
Anyone?
Anyone who's go? Okay, Jay, what do you say? Go. Take the lead.
So I guess my initial reaction to it is, okay, who else is doing this in the league?
Hmm.
Right away. That's what you think because they can't be the only ones um, creating this type of arrangement for their star players. Um, I think they just happen to have gotten caught, and I think um, it's unfortunate, but I think the league, and then what I don't appreciate about it is Stephen Ballmer coming out and saying he thinks that the league should investigate the rest of the NBA also. And it's like, dude, like take it on the chin, take whatever's coming your way. Don't try and put people's dirty laundry out there. And like, just because you guys got caught and your team has this like stigmatism towards it, like I just don't think it's right to like go and investigate all the other teams.
So you think he's guilty?
Of course, yeah. I mean, and obviously, someone as smart as him is going to create every layer of separation necessary so that it can never be traced back to him. But I mean, when you're a smart person and a man of that stature, there's no way you don't know everything that's happening, especially when it comes to something that you're so like emotionally invested into. And Kawhi is such a big element of that. It's like, all the facets surrounding how are we going to get Kawhi to stay on the Clippers?
So you don't believe Ballmer saying he had no idea? He's like, I was defrauded by Aspiration. Rob, you're shaking your head too. You don't think you don't believe it?
I agree with Jay here. I mean, dude, he was emotionally, financially invested in Aspiration, right? That was the name of the company?
Yeah.
They were gonna have their logo on the back of every chair. They were gonna have like, their
He did have that.
yeah, prominently advertised in the arena. Like, I don't think it was something that was just arranged on the low key, maybe by Kawhi's agent that was
Or his uncle?
yeah, so yeah, exactly.
Uncle Dennis. Uncle Dennis.
Very just hard to believe. I'm sure Steve Ballmer knew. And the fact that he said, he suggested that they should look into all teams, it's like, dude, he's basically admitting by saying that.
Yeah, we all do it. Why am I the one getting caught? I don't know. I'm interested to see what the details shake out to be, but my favorite part was seeing all of the Sopranos memes where it's like the no-show jobs at the construction sites and all of that. That was like my favorite part of all of this. You
Can I
know,
just ask who's listened to the whole interview, the Pablo Torre here?
I've listened to
I
excerpts
listened to
of
the
it.
whole thing. I also listened. So both the points that let me first start
Yeah,
with one thing that I want to address with what Rob and Jay just chimed in on.
yeah.
Um, I think it's important to, especially when listening to podcasts that do deep dives and conspiracy theories and all that. Uh, there's so many ways to sound convincing, to bring out reports and present them a certain way to get you to think, oh, 100%, right? I think it's very important to remain skeptical always, and to look at all evidence, right? And I think I'm going to reserve my whether I think Ballmer knew or not till I see more and hear more.
Well,
Now to touch base on what Rob and Jake just mentioned, you guys said, oh, they're not so emotionally involved that, it's impossible that he had no knowledge of, et cetera, et cetera. You guys, I don't know if you have, but you all should listen to the rebuttal, so to say, with Mark Cuban. He talks about how, and Mark Cuban is a perfect person to hear his interpretation because he is so invested in basketball and in his teams that he talks about the balance of being able to micromanage every detail versus not. And they talk specifically about certain deals you make with sponsors and whether you know the full details or not. Right. So I thought that one was a little eye-opening as well. Mark Cuban has now come out in public and said he thinks Ballmer is 100% innocent in all this. I'm going to reserve judgment for now. But it's an interesting, it's like, I think it's only 40 minutes. It's worth listening to.
yeah, I saw the excerpt.
Another perspective of how this could happen without knowing.
We could plug the podcast in the comments.
Yeah.
For the other. Yeah.
I mean, with Kawhi specifically, the whole thing about like this Uncle Dennis stuff, like the court of public opinion, it seems like, you always kind of say, oh, it's guilty, it's obvious, it's this. And I think that there is reason to do it. I don't think that Kawhi has done a very good job managing that kind of reputation that he has. But of course, to a certain extent, we have to kind of really dive into the details and know to learn more about what's going on. And ultimately, we might not fully know.
And I just want to throw one more comment out there that is actually a great point in Ballmer's defense. If he is that smart of a guy, when news of this, even before it went public, before that, because as an investor, which he is, that if a company goes bankrupt, all their debts are public. And if you know that company owes your star player $7 million a year or whatever it is.
It was 28 mil, right? Or something, right?
That's going to go public. Don't you think you would step in and say, hey, guys, let me pay that off for you guys. Pay Kawhi and that info won't go public. You see what I'm saying? I thought that was kind of an interesting, okay, he has a point there. Again,
there's a lot
of reserving judgment for later.
Loopholes. There could be a lot of loopholes to that.
What's that?
There could be like a lot, like some loopholes into like, because then if you go bankrupt and then you're faced to show your transactions, then I think it would immediately show Ballmer paying off, like injecting another 28 million to get that debt paid off.
Yeah, that would be looking fishier.
So there's a lot there, but there's always, I mean, just like he could circumvent the NBA cap, he could circumvent that another way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
hush money essentially.
I think the NBA ultimately is probably just going to find them, and we're going to probably forget about this whole thing. And
exactly, it's the Clippers, guys.
It's the Clippers. All right. Well, that's been 1 minute, 5 minutes too many on the Clippers.
Let's move on to the important topic of the day.
Jay got one more. The
NBA did hire the same law firm that they used to investigate Donald Sterling.
Yeah, that was worse. All right, so we're gonna shift gears a little bit here.
What's really important?
We're gonna shift gears, but before I let you, Sylvain, introduce this right now, I'm just gonna kind of share a little bit. I know last week we had we were talking about it. We actually got, I don't know if you guys noticed here, 27 subscribers. So we got two from last week. Right? Oh,
love the graphic, Mark.
Yeah. Okay, we got two from last week. So now we're, two closer to 100, which is my goal for my imminent goal. But right now, Sylvain, you take the lead here. We decided together we're going to do another segment today. We're going to focus on the Lakers. We're going to do a Lakers segment. Sylvain, can you kind of explain what we're going to do here with the Lakers and why we're going to kind of jump into this right now?
Yeah, we're just gonna take a trip because everyone here, we all grew up together. We've all known each other forever. When I first came to the States, met Mark, he was my first buddy. I barely even spoke English, but what we did bond over was the Lakers. And all of us did. We'd be at my house watching the games, I'd be at Mark's, etc. And so today we're going to just take a little quick trip down memory lane and go through all the unsung heroes, all the role players, whether we, loved them or made fun of them or etc. So I just wanted to open this up with a little anecdote. I remember because I think we're going to start with 96, 97 season.
We're going to start with the years that Shaq and Kobe came to the Lakers and kind of move forward and just talk about players we liked, underrated role players we loved, we hated. Have some fun with
So
maybe look up some highlights if you guys want, Have
yeah,
some
so I was in France during the summer of 1996 as because our family went back to France every summer to visit our family. And I remember hearing about it through a newspaper that said Shaq was joining the Lakers, right? He had signed as a free agent, left the Orlando Magic. And I also remember reading about this young up and rising star, Kobe Bryant, who came straight out of high school, who was already kind of being presented to the NBA as a potential superstar that's similar to Michael Jordan, that has the drive at least that Michael Jordan has. You remember those very first 96, 97, 98 games where Kobe and Jordan went at it. Those were beautiful games to watch. And before that, I had kept an eye on the Lakers. Like I'd watch the Lakers because our family was in LA. I remember watching Nick Van Exel, Magic Johnson, all those players. Some of them stayed around for a minute. But that was the year when Shaq came, and Kobe came that I really started watching.
Yeah.
And so there's so many teammates, right? Mark, do you want to pull up some
Yeah.
from that
So we're gonna
season?
get going and we'll kind of do like a round robin kind of thing. If you see a player
Yeah.
on there, let's get started and let's look at these.
Nate, let's start by naming our favorite role player.
All right. Well,
Believe it or not, as a huge Kobe fan, my favorite Laker of all time is Derek Fisher.
There
defense.
we go.
Okay.
He
There
So
we go.
100% deserves a statue, 100%.
deserves a statue. You are
Yep.
okay. All right.
I mean,
And I love
he's
I love Fish how he said if Bron gets a statue, I deserve two.
Okay. So a little bit of love on D Fish right
Oh,
now.
you could put a little heart there? That's
I hear
cute.
ya. So look,
Yeah.
first round, he was a first round pick in 96. So he was also
Yep.
a
Yep. He
rookie
was
that
also a
year.
rookie that year.
So one of those things that kind of goes unnoticed, right? Like, oh, they wasn't like he was some veteran they brought in. He was also a rookie that developed, next to Kobe and Shaq, which I had never even considered really until we're looking at it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
D
Fish
Fish,
came
yeah,
in as a rookie out of Little Rock or something like
Little
that.
Rock,
I forget.
Arkansas.
Yeah. I mean, he has so many big shots and big moments. What I loved about him is that he was the only one that I mean, I shouldn't say it that way, but Kobe really respected him because Fish would call him out, you know? He was an incredibly cerebral player, an epitome of a player that stats don't show the impact, right? How many big shots has he had? Very low turnovers.
don't
Smart
sleep
play.
don't sleep on him on defense either.
Yeah, he's a
That
good
boy,
defender.
that
Tenacious.
boy gets under people.
Yeah, he's
I
just
mean, the
yeah,
fact that he was a silent killer too. He was because he was the face of the NBA Players Association for a while, the
right,
president.
right.
And then I remember one year it was the playoffs against the Rockets in '08 or '09, I forget. Louis Scola gets under his skin and boom, hits him with the right hook. Fisher
Oh
just
yeah, I remember
knocks
that.
him out,
Scola,
right?
public enemy
I'm
number
like, that's
one.
my boy. That is Fish right there.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
So
Fisher. What's up, Rob? What you got?
for role players, are we considering like starters who are not like, I guess, all stars role players, or are we talking
Whatever
about
you want.
Whatever you want. I mean, on
Fish
this squad,
Fish is one of the best in that category for counting starters? I mean, he was Kobe's right-hand man
uh-huh.
through Powell and after, Shaq left and all that stuff. Like Powell was there, but Fish was still kind of like him and Kobe had a thing all throughout their whole career. And then Fish left, right? He went to
Yeah, yeah. So when they broke up the team, Fish left, went to, I believe, the Warriors. No, Dallas Mavericks.
I think he went
He
to
did a
the
couple teams, but he eventually come back. And right when we got Fish back, I was like, we're going for more chips.
yeah.
Kobe never won without Fish.
Right. Well, this team like didn't win a championship, right? Obviously, we
No.
had a player. I'm looking here. I think about a player like Sabalos, who was like I liked watching him play. The Eddie Joneses. We had Ori there already, right?
He got traded that season
Oh yeah, that year
for
because
Cedric Ceballos.
Sabalos and Ori got traded for each other. We also
Yeah.
have Nick the Quick on this team when I'm looking at it, and of course, Shaq. But this team was it had the makings of the championship squad, but it wasn't the team quite there yet, right?
No, they lost like 3 years in a row against Utah. Yeah, against Utah, against I forget who else they lost to.
Yeah.
But this team couldn't get over the hump till we brought in Phil Jackson.
So let's take a look at the next season then, because these guys. I mean, I loved Eddie Jones, I love Cedric Ceballos, but that was kind of like the almost pre-Kobe Shaq era in a lot of ways, right? They weren't on those teams that won, but they were
So
around.
Kobe here was getting about 12 minutes off the bench. This
Yeah,
is the season he notoriously airballed some threes in the playoffs.
yeah.
And
Game winners.
All
yeah.
right, so let's
Following
move
year,
in.
similar team. We had to eventually move Eddie Jones to make way for Kobe Bryant.
Exactly. He got moved to the Heat. I think we
Yeah.
got So this is the next year. Now we see someone new I see here that was an important player, but yes, Rob
There we
Summer.
go.
We got Rick Fox, he wasn't he became part of that nucleus that was a championship level team. Uh
Had to fight Doug Christie in the tunnel. That was a fun one.
One
yeah.
of the best defenders on throughout that dynasty.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. And
And
he
then he
yeah, go Jay.
developed the corner three really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Professional, like always wanted to guard their best player. Gave him solid minutes. I mean, yeah,
Big fan of Rick Fox.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Did
love it.
not jump at all. You would never see him get more than
He
an
didn't
inch
need
off the
to. He
ground.
was so big.
He had that nice
Yeah.
shot. He had that nice clutch shot.
Mhm.
So I'm here with
Honestly, like I don't really see role players in today's league with that like stature and that type of like fundamental game that Rick Fox played. I mean, can anyone name one?
I'm no, now that you're
Yeah, it
saying
doesn't
it,
exist. Yeah, it's all about athleticism now.
you know,
Like,
Uh,
I'm trying to think like what's a good
who's
call?
that guy on the Hawks that's a really good defender?
There's Shaden Shaw,
Dyson
Dyson. Oh, excuse me, that's for Dyson Daniels. Shaden
Dyson
Shaw.
Daniels, but he's not as big as Fox.
Yeah, and Fox got a shot. Fox can have
Yeah,
he can hit some dagger shots, right?
I can't think of anyone that plays like Rick Fox.
No,
Not
nowadays
that
you
he's
don't see it.
Rick had that like it's hard to like put into words, but he had that X factor that many like championship caliber players have. He's not like a star, but he's got like that championship thing where you want him on a team. I don't know. Like you guys know what I'm saying. It's just
For
hard to put.
sure.
yeah, of course.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
He's a winner. He's a winner.
Yeah,
Exactly.
then when you put him around, when you have him with D-Fish like we talked about earlier, Rick Fox, those guys were the paid big minutes on those runs. We still got Nick the Quick here, who I've always loved, but he wasn't really part of that run. Like he was still around, but obviously we still have Shaq and Kobe, right?
When Shaq went into the bench, who'd you want come in with this
Uh,
squad?
with this squad,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Also, throughout all the players we're going to see, who was Shaq's greatest backup?
uh,
Eldon Campbell played like he
Med
couldn't find his wallet.
Medvedenko.
Medvedenko is a
Slava,
good.
Slava Medvedenko gave him
We're
good
getting
minutes.
there. All right, so far we got some D-Fish, we got some D-Fish love, we got some Rick Fox love. Oh,
Maybe no player more instrumental to the Lakers three-peat, besides obviously Shaq and Kobe, than Robert Horry.
dude, that big shot.
Big shot, Rob, extended series, won series for us. With no Rob, I don't think there's a three-peat.
Solid defender, man. The guy has 7 chips.
Yeah. So
It's
this is okay. So now we're here. So they won this year, right? This is the first year.
No,
No,
they
this is
won 90. That was the lockout season. We had Dennis Rodman,
okay.
I
So
believe.
here now we added Derek Harper. We added Glenn Rice.
nice.
Okay, these are some
J.R. Reed. J.R.
J.R.
Reed.
Reed. These are some new players. Tyronn Lue. Now we're seeing these players that are even, Rob, you were saying like Fox and Fisher, those were starters, right? But now we're getting into like, okay, these are like even more role players, you know? I mean, Glenn Rice was a big dog in that first chip too that we'll see next year.
Yeah, he had a massive three-pointer. I
He was
went to
that number
a playoff
three
game.
guy that was scoring,
Yeah,
right?
he had a three. I
Wait,
remember.
is that Ruben Patterson, the same one that was
Yep,
eventually
Yeah.
named himself the
yep,
Kobe
Yeah, the
stopper?
quote
yep.
unquote Kobe stopper gets to play him in practice. He was a rookie that year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah, that
I
guy.
didn't realize
Glenn
that.
Rice, did we sign him in a offseason or get him via trade? I can't remember. I think it was a trade. Because I don't think he played a
I
full
think he was
season in 98, 99.
I think he was a free agent.
I know he
Maybe.
came
Yeah.
over. I know he came over from Charlotte. He came over from
Charlotte, yeah.
Charlotte or
He was
Milwaukee or Milwaukee. His nickname is the Big Dog, I think, right?
He was drafted
Someone
31st
look,
overall in that
someone
draft.
look it up. Someone look it up. It's already his ninth year in the league.
I think, wait, was it Charlotte he was on first or Miami he was on
He was
first?
Charlotte, Miami, or like he was some
I
East
think he came
team.
from Miami.
You guys talking about Ruben Patterson?
No,
No,
Glenn
no,
Rice.
Glenn
Glenn
Rice.
Rice.
Oh, oh, I would say Miami, maybe.
Well, let's look it up. Here, I'll look it up.
I'm looking it
Oh,
up.
no, the Hornets in March '99.
It could be Hornets, right? I was
Okay, did he
Charlotte.
get traded?
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
BJ Armstrong. They traded this was the one with Eldon
Great.
Campbell and Eddie Jones.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, so he got traded in March 1999.
Yeah, see, so this is why Eddie Jones is now gone. So he got
Exactly. So
the
that
full
made
first year.
sense. We needed a three-point shooter to join with Kobe and Shaq, and we needed to make way for Kobe, who was a rising star. So we traded Jones. That's
Glenn
what.
Rice, decent defender, wasn't he? Am I remembering that, or is that
Who?
Glenn Rice? Was he a good
No,
defender?
terrible defender.
He was more of
no.
a 3-point shooter, like scorer guy.
He was
He had
a
a J. He had a really nice J.
yeah, he
Yeah.
was a three-point shooter, very slow player.
Came off screens, caught off screens, and shot right away.
Yeah,
So
We
we
got
got
Lou,
let's
right?
let's move into this championship team then.
cool.
So this is good. This is like we're seeing how the team has been molding over the last 3-4 years, and then now in the fourth year together.
That's Jerry
This
West
is
right
the
there.
year we finally
RIP.
this is the year we bring Phil Jackson.
This is the year we bring Jackson. Now, who we see
Yep.
some new faces now. Even we got Devin George, AC Green, and even John Sally. Was he getting minutes? And John Sally.
John Sally, yeah.
Yeah. So this was the first. So what happened here? What are
We
we?
also brought Ron Harper. What I didn't like is we brought too many players from the Bulls over,
Mhm.
like Phil Jackson and Ron Harper, you know.
I mean,
And
that's
I
not
was like, man, we're just gonna just copy what the Bulls did and win a chip, right?
Well, no, I think the reason why Ron Harper came especially was because with the triangle offense, because the ball was so dominant at the point, having like a tall guard to be able to make the pass over the defenders to like
Nice.
to execute the
Yep.
triangle. And we didn't have that, with Derek Fisher. Even Brian Shaw was like, Brian Shaw was actually a good height. He was
Oh
6'6".
yeah, dude. Right. Brian Shaw, a veteran guy. Ron Harper, veteran guy. They brought him in. We had Fisher or Fish and Fox had already been there for a few years. Kobe
Yeah,
was emerging. Shaq was
they're
there.
building the core.
So how familiar does this sound? It'd be Ron Harper bringing up the ball and Chick Hearn. He'd go, Ron Harper would hit either the left or the right of the key, depending on how they're running their offense. It'd always be into Shaq, back out to Ron Harper, back into Shaq, back out to Ron Harper.
Yeah.
Or to the corner, to Fox,
Exactly,
to
right?
Fox, to Shaw, Fox, to Harper.
Exactly. It was always in and then back out.
This is
Yeah.
good stuff. I mean, this was the first team. This was the first
Triangle
This is the
team.
championship,
first chip
right?
team. Yeah.
First chip team.
Yeah.
And I want to look at Lakers. Let's look at. I just want to just for the sake of it. This is the 99 2000 NBA roster. Right? Look at this. Let's see. Okay.
And that's notoriously the, Blazers game 7. We're down 15 in the fourth.
Right. Let's look
That
at.
we were destined to win that year.
This is that
Brian,
team right
Brian
here.
Shaw hits him.
Right. This is the you got the Zen Master there. This is
Yeah.
that squad right here, right?
This is one of my favorite teams of all time. Yeah.
I remember
I
people
wish Chew was. Go ahead.
yeah,
But
she would hate this, right? Look at John Sally even got on the picture here.
you were gonna say you remember something, Mark?
Well, it just I remember like this was, you were kind of expecting this almost them to win at this point, like because they had been playing so well. Oops, I got rid of it. Let me bring it back up. Real GM. Yeah, you guys go Lakers roster.
I mean, once we brought Phil in, the expectations were set. It was
Right,
championship or
right,
failure, you
exactly.
know?
That's what I'm saying. Oops, I kind of got rid of it. My bad, guys. My bad. We'll get-
Anyone remember like how Phil joined as coach? Because he took a break after the Bulls, and he
Right.
wasn't like how
Oh, I
did
know exactly how that happened because I just read a really interesting
Oh yeah.
story.
Okay. Enlighten us.
So Phil had just won 6 chips with the Bulls, and he had decided to retire. I literally just read this like 2 days ago. He was in Montana at his vacation home, and Shaq was tired of losing during, in the playoffs. He wanted a chip, right? And so he went to management and he said, "Get us a coach that'll take us to the chip," right? And they approached Phil and he's like, "Nah," right? He wanted to retire. Shaq personally flew to Montana and then drove and showed up at his house unannounced.
Really?
Knocked on the door. Phil's wife answered. I forget who it was at the time. And she said, Shaq is out by the lake meditating. Shaq goes to Phil Jackson and says, "Hey, come join the Lakers, right? We need you." And
Wow.
Phil says, "You see that log in the middle of the lake? Go swim to it and go grab it and bring it back to me." Right? Shaq, sure enough, strips off his clothes and his boxers, swims to the log, brings it back. And Phil decides to join the Lakers. He says, "You've shown dedication to how committed you are to winning through that
Yeah.
action."
To listening.
Wow. Is this
Yeah.
real? Is this a real story? Are you
It's
making
a
this
real
up?
story. Yeah, Shaq talked about it on some podcast. I forget which one recently.
armchair expert, dude? I heard this like a few weeks ago. He was one of their guests, but I don't think he went there unannounced. I don't think that part's
That's what
accurate.
Shaq says.
I thought that he was talking to was Jerry Buss still the yeah at that point Jerry Buss was still the owner. Um, he was or like somebody from the management was talking to Shaq, and Shaq heard that Phil wants him to come out to Montana, and he's like, "What?" Like but he took that as like a challenge. But I don't think he went there unannounced. But the thing about Phil telling him to go swim out there, yeah, I remember that part for
Can
sure.
you imagine that scene, dude? Shaq out in Montana, he probably drove like some like sports car out to like the ranch, and
Probably has like a longboard song.
I'm just thinking,
These
yeah, what was the swim trunk style at the time?
For
Longboard.
Shaquille
oh, this is
O'Neal.
boxers.
It is
Yeah,
boxers, right?
it's not like he showed up with trunks like, "Hey, come sign with the Lakers."
Probably has like Kazam briefers or something.
Because
Yeah,
Sam underwear.
I really like it. I really like this story time with Coach Theory. I think it should be a segment every time.
Time with Coach
Story,
Theory. Yeah.
story time with Coach Theory.
So Vin's got stories out here. No, but
I mean, the Lakers were such a huge part of my life because I felt very lost being in the US.
no, hey,
And the Lakers really helped me,
Similar.
connect with people.
Yeah.
Can I do a quick screen share? Or Mark, can you
yeah,
go
I
to
can do it.
Google,
I'm the host,
and
Sylvain. Okay, yeah.
Kazam Shaq Shoes Reebok?
Was that?
Let's pull up the Kazam Shaq Shoes Reebok
I love those shoes.
and click on images and have a look.
Are those the ones he sold at Payless?
Yes.
These guys?
Yeah, like yeah. I think he wanted to sell them
The
at
pair I
Payless.
had was the black and white ones.
This one? You had these ones?
Those are
These are tough
tough.
here, dude. Are these, can
Oh,
I get these again? Can we get these?
yeah, if I was hooping, I would definitely be rocking these.
These are
Dude, go
good.
check eBay how much
The
they
ones
cost.
below it, the ones below it, the ones below it.
This
Like
one?
yeah, those ones, dude.
Yeah.
Look at those colors, like the pastel colors. Wow.
That style's coming back.
Yeah, this
Oh
is
yeah, it's been back.
Go on eBay. Let's see how much we could get a pair of these shoes for.
Let's see.
Shop.
His shopping.
Shopping. I got you. Boom. Flight Club 114. That's it.
That's it.
That's pretty
That's it.
reasonable.
But are they new though?
We
Who
should
knows?
donate a pair.
I
Scroll
don't know. I'm not gonna click on Fight Club right now. Like,
dude, $101.
The ones below it, those. Click those. Can you just see
yeah,
if we can buy those?
you can
Yeah.
buy
What size? 10, size 10.
and see. You're available. Stock
Woo.
extra, a little bit more. Fight Club 115 in stock. Jay, get them. Get them right now.
Bye, dude. You might see me in those at my wedding.
There you go. Oh yes, yes.
Good.
I'm sure your
Amazing.
Allison would love
Those
that.
are
We
tough.
should have the whole wedding party wear whatever style of Kazam Shaq shoes they want. They just have to be Kazam.
Yeah. Dude, they have the pumps. They have the pumps.
Look at that right there. So
The pump. Oh.
where have we found ourselves, boys? Okay,
This is incredible.
this is the Great Western Podcast. This is pumps.
We got many years to go through.
Yeah, well, this is good. Okay, I'll leave it here. I'll send it to you later. Okay, I'll send you this link. Okay, there you go. Yeah, this is the look. Okay, so the Lakers, Phil Jackson. This is it. They got that first ring, right?
By the way, when Shaq pointed after Kobe hit him with that alley-oop, what was he pointing to again?
His kids.
the sidelines,
That was-
yeah.
His kids.
That was the alley-oop from Kobe. Should we watch?
Oh man, I'm literally like almost in tears reliving this.
Should we watch that?
Story time.
YouTube?
Best ads ever.
Huh?
This ad you're pulling up is one. Are you bringing up the ad or are you bringing up the actual?
I'm doing the alley-oop from Kobe to Shaq.
There's a Nike.
This one?
Yeah,
Let's go,
that
boys.
crossover. Ooh, we had come back down 15 in the fourth.
Oh yeah, can you dig it? It's the best.
You knew that was when we
That
won
was
the
it.
game right there. It didn't matter who we
Look at how much people are. Oh yeah.
It did not matter who we faced. We won it right there. That's
All
when
right, Rishi got him back later. Yeah, that was it. That's when we knew we won. That's like we're gonna win this. But this is the first chip. All right.
Yep.
Beautiful. I like that. I'm gonna
Go to Shaq top 10 dunks of his career.
You want to do that right now? We're gonna keep moving. Shaq.
Okay. No, it's right there on the right. It's right there on the right.
This one. It's 4 minutes. We can't watch this. Let's
Yeah, that one is great. Okay.
So great.
You want to watch it? No, I'm just gonna get the show. I want to keep the
Yeah, let's keep it going. People are gonna get bored with us.
How could you get bored of that? How could you get bored of this, dude?
How could you get bored of Shaq Kobe highlights?
So who's new? Who's new this year?
Who kept the same squad? Glenn Rice retired.
Glenn Rice was gone.
Slava.
So your boy, they brought in Medvedenko.
Slava.
Jackson was new, and then they brought in some down elite defensive aging but still solid Horace Grant.
Yeah.
Right.
I
replaced
remember
Fox on-
Slava Medvedenko. I remember hearing his name spoken by Chick Hearn. Rest in peace. Who amazingly has a jersey retired, and I've always wanted a Chick Hearn jersey with the mic. I remember hearing his name and not understanding what his first or last name was. I didn't know if it was Slava Med or Slava Medved.
Oh,
And
maybe his whole last name
Medvedenko.
was Slava Medvedenko.
Because they would always say Slava Medvedenko, and I'm like, is that his first name? You know?
Or his last name. I mean, I know Shaq had a lot of fun with this guy. He would always talk about how lethal he was, how great of a shooter he was. And I mean, who was the team that took over? I mean, remember J.R. Ryder? He came in.
Yeah, that guy did not get minutes.
He didn't get some. So who was? Is this where the big shot Bob was, or is that the series? Is that the year before?
That was the second chip or the third, I forget.
What was going on? Who replaced like Glenn Rice with like scoring on this team? Was it just like, or was it just like Kobe?
This was Kobe Shaq.
This was just a lot of Kobe Shaq,
Dominant.
right? Dominating.
Yeah.
Horace Grant could shoot it. No, he couldn't. Never. He didn't do threes, right?
Who?
Horace Grant.
No,
No, that guy was a power forward.
Power forward.
Back to the basket. A lot of boards.
Because he was a big veteran. Look, he had at this time he had already played for the Bulls on that championship. He went to the Magic, and then he came in, and I think he played a lot of minutes on this.
He started.
Yeah, he started for this squad.
He started.
Yeah, well,
So that same game that Shaq and Kobe had the alley-oop, Robert Horry also hit a really important three-pointer in that game that I essentially like won them the game.
That was so
I
that
think I
was
think that was Brian Shaw.
I think it was Robert Ory. That was his shot. Yeah, in 2000s, in the 2000 playoffs.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and
is
then he also in the yeah.
let's hit the shot. You want to do the Robert Ory shot? We haven't
Yeah,
known.
do Robert Ory, Blazers
Everybody knows
versus
the shot. Robert
Blazers,
Ory, Blazers.
From the top of the key.
2000s. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
This guy,
Oh yeah.
this shot, yeah,
No, I don't.
not
I
No,
the.
don't
this is
think
oh
that.
02.
No, that's still two.
Different.
Go back.
Oh, this is just Kobe.
I mean, that was just a sick game.
This one he hit too.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Well,
Okay, you're talking
that's
about
why
this one.
03 when
This
he
one.
That one.
outed.
What year is this?
No, that's Sacramento. God, dude, he's got a lot
I'm
of
telling you,
shots.
I'm pretty sure
This
it's
one?
Brian Shaw.
This one? Oh, that was nasty too. That's a game winner.
That's a game winner.
Which one are we talking about here? We're looking
Go to so in the search, put 2000.
2000.
Yeah.
You got. I thought you were talking about that one.
Western Conference
And
Final,
it also
WCF.
wasn't a game winner. It was just a
Right.
big shot.
We watched this one. It wasn't this one. You're so not this one. Not this one.
Down below.
This
Down below.
one. That's the same one as the first one.
Yeah, no.
I'm
This is
pretty
versus the
sure.
Blazers.
I'm pretty sure it was Brian Shaw that hit that
Put
three.
WCF right there. That's the game
Right
at the
here.
end.
This one.
Yeah.
Let's go towards the end.
Ooh.
There, that's Brian Shaw
Oh,
heading
is
in.
it was okay.
Yeah.
I think you're right. But see if there's another one. Keep going. What was the score?
It's not showing the score right now. Oh yeah, just Shaq dominating, blocks everywhere. This is so pixelated. It's like my TV here.
Can you believe
Wow.
we used to watch games like in this
Like,
quality?
this was what like this was actually what it was. All right, I can't sure. Jay, I can't find it, my boy. Here we go. This
It's all
one.
good.
This
It's all good. I mean,
this
he
one.
hit him.
Philadelphia.
I think this goes to show he had a lot of clutch
Yeah,
shots.
it just goes
Oh,
to
yeah.
show you how much he's a buzzer beater again. This is 2002. This is that one. It's that same one. All right,
Big shot Rob, dude.
big shot, Rob. You know you can't hate on
So
it.
in 03 when he in and outed against the Spurs, if that shot had gone in, we would have had a 4-peat, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he missed one against us, but I do remember this in the uh when the Lakers won. The Lakers won.
100% pull that up.
When the Lakers won.
Dig it.
This is when the Lakers remember when the Lakers won and then there was the parade. Can you dig it? And then we got Shaq out here. And then they're dancing. Here he comes. Oh yeah.
There you go.
That was so good.
Does this dance not remind you of Mr. Houston at the assemblies?
I loved it. Mark Madsen. I do remember that.
I know.
Shout out to Houston, dude. All right, where's Matt? Let's hit that again. Oh yeah.
Were
He
any
kind
of
of
you
dances. He kind of dances like our friend Danny Jones.
He does it. There you go. This is Danny. Big wave. That's amazing. Yeah, this was I remember this was a very nice highlight. Super Soakers. This was oh man. We need a parade, dude. We need a parade. Lakers need
Where's my parade, bro?
my parade. So this was the second.
Diesel.
This was the second one. Let's move into the third one. The third chip. Oh no, this was the first chip. This was the second chip, right?
No, this was the third. We won 2000, 2001, 2002.
Okay. So now who do we add this time? Here's the shooter. We brought in Mitch Richmond. He another veteran to kind of get some buckets.
Lindsey Hunter?
Didn't play much though.
Yeah, Lindsey Hunter. He hit some buckets. Lindsey Hunter played some nice defense for us in that guard position. And then Samaki Walker also played some nice he kind of replaced that Horace Grant role, right? So you can see the way I'm seeing it here is, we Fox and Fisher.
Yeah.
Fox and Fisher were kind of mainstays. Even Devin and
Horry was a mainstay too.
And Brian Shaw. Well, Brian Shaw, yeah.
These were
Yeah,
the
he
only,
was there. He was there for all the chips.
yeah. So
Slava Mark Bassey.
yeah, so these are some and also when I look at these teams, and we talk because in these previous episodes we've been doing like just about like the quad of the role players and stuff like that on these championship teams. I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I don't think that these players themselves are particularly like amazing players, right? Like, I mean, besides maybe, I think they're clutch, really, really clutch. Fisher, Fox, Ori, these guys are really, really clutch players, right? They're winners, but in terms of like their like basketball abilities. Like I don't know, statistically anyway, like were they don't pop off the screen for me as like
Well,
uh
none of them made All-Star
they're
team.
not
Just
all-star players, right? They're not all-star level players. They're
they're
not
great
players that are
role
going to
players.
average like I mean, what's the average points that these guys got? You know, like they're not it was Shaq and Kobe, but these guys were great role players and knew what to do at the right time, where to be, make a play. They were all good they were solid defensively.
You know why? I think
Jackson is what made it click.
the
What's up,
key
Rob?
the key here is a good coach or a great coach, and also the triangle offense. They were able to, like, a good player could become a great player if they were like, if they really got the system and stuck to it. And I think that there were a lot of great role players. Like, look at this. There's not one or two over the years. It's already hard in this year. There's Fish. Like, who's the best one here? Maybe Fish, but just because he's Fish. But, Rick was there through all the years.
You're right.
Most Ori, Devin George. I don't
They
know.
knew their roles.
Yeah.
And
So
then
let me
uh,
ask you guys. Let me ask you. So who is so after Shaq and Kobe? Okay, I want each of you guys to answer. Who is the most important the three player throughout this entire run, this early run? Who's the most important third piece and why?
Oof.
Who? And yeah, and what comes off to you? What comes off the page to you first of everything we just saw? These
I
three.
think for
Yeah,
me, if I could start, I think having like the big, reliable front court with Robert Ory, with somebody that could also stretch the wing, um, was like instrumental in the whole like flow of the triangle offense, but not to take away from the importance of the primary ball handler in either like Kobe or Brian Shaw or whoever was bringing the ball up to initiate the offense, because putting those people in the right spot is obviously really important. But having somebody down low that could defend, get a hand up, be a body, and then also on the other end of the floor create space. I would say Robert Ory, but I mean it's up for debate.
I mean, that's as good a pick as any, right? Like he was there. We just saw the highlights. There's like endless shots. He was on the floor. He was probably one of the original stretch big men, right? Like
Right.
this was a time like
Yeah.
Samaki Walker's not hitting threes. Horace
Nah,
Grant's not hitting
nah.
threes. Maybe Medvedenko, but he wasn't there in the end of the minutes. But this was when he was maybe in a lot of ways one of the and now that I'm thinking about it, like one of those prototypes of what ended up becoming like a stretch big.
Absolutely.
You got to give some Ori love on this one. Okay.
Yeah, because as Jay said, he spaced the floor on the offense,
And he
on the
could play defense.
defense, he was down low, banging bodies, getting boards, etc.
So Robert Ori, any rebuttals? Rob, Sylv,
Oh,
who's
and don't forget about his outlet passes that he had. He
yeah,
would
There you
rebound
go.
and just kick it down the floor. Like he was
Yep.
really good at that.
yeah. These teams. I'm just going down memory lane. Jay, we got Ori. What about you, Rob or Sylv? Do you think who might be more important than
I
like
mean, I think Rick Fox, you could make an argument, but Ori was more clutch. But Rick Fox was also facilitating the front court, and brought a, savvy presence and skilled presence there. But I like Ori. I mean, he was instrumental in letting us win some chips, man. We just saw and
yeah.
remembered. Fish was coming off the bench early on in the three-peat. Am I right? He didn't
Yeah,
start.
yeah.
It's
Wrong
hard
guy
to
to start.
it's hard to say Fisher as much as my heart wants to but in
But
this
Fish got minutes though.
yeah, he did. But in this era, the number three op or like the next after Kobe Shaq, I can't say Fish in good faith, but as Fish matured, I
Right.
think you could argue that he might have been the third most important after like Gasol and Kobe, maybe.
Yeah, but imagine being in your sixth NBA season as like Kobe or Fish, and then like winning three chips.
Yeah, you're like, this
You
is
know.
easy.
Yeah, Shaq had been in the league. He had already lost in the finals with Orlando. It was his 10th year. So yeah, I think it's kind of like around there. Ori maybe Fish, Fox. I'd probably take honestly Ori now that I'm looking at it because he was there because Harper wasn't there every year. When I'm looking
Yeah.
at players, like Glenn Rice was there, but it's only 1 year. Like it's who's the guy who's there. You
Well,
know.
also how I look at this is You can make an argument for all three of them, right? Of course, they play different roles. But I look at this as these guys, to me, truly were Lakers. And I think the Lakers feel that way because all three of those guys are sports analysts for the Lakers, right? The halftime shows,
Yeah, you
pregame,
watch it, it's
postgame. You
Ori. Yeah.
have Fox, you have Horry, you have Fish. You don't have Ron Harper. You don't have Devin George. You don't have, not that Devin George doesn't feel like a Laker,
Yeah.
but you don't have a lot of these other players. I love having them on board when I watch my games.
Oh my God, dude, Shaquille was 325 pounds.
Boy.
Just looking at the weights, just look at the
Look at these
weights.
numbers. The
He's like
27,
100. Oh my God.
27 and 15, dog.
This was his heaviest year, and he said, Jack, he said he hit 400 that year.
You what?
Yeah, who
He
knows?
said he hit 400 that year. I think he was
Correct, right?
Oh, I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, like you think about Fisher as being like a small guy, 210.
Oh, he was a bulldog.
I'm saying like you think when you watch him, oh, he's small for the NBA, but 6'1", 210 is a big guy, right?
Yeah.
210 is like if you see someone that's 6'1", 210 on the street, you're like, that guy's kind of big, no?
Guys, are we not giving Devin George the credit he deserves?
6'8", I don't know. I mean, I feel like he did do some nice flash in the pan stuff. Like he did hit some shots, played some good defense. He was kind of a dog.
Solid defender. You know,
I think so.
he got after loose balls.
Yeah,
You know, he
I think
set the
he was.
important screens. He made the right passes. You know, he was
Look,
just, I think he was a solid role player.
look at this. He was averaging almost 30 minutes a game in this three.
Wow.
That's what
Higher
I'm
than I
saying.
thought. This is
And
much
so
higher
I
than I
think
thought. And this.
on like a more macro scale, I think that we as spectators have gotten so like obsessed over statistics that when you like come back to the league at this time, you're like, oh, but like how many points did he average? And like how many this and how many that? It's like, dude, you had to watch the game to understand how important these players were for their respective teams. It wasn't about stats. It wasn't about like, oh, like,
I
it's
hear
like
you, dude. Preach.
the game has changed, man. It's
Basketball is a
really
team
annoying.
sport. Basketball is a team sport. It's about winning. It's about defense. It's, what's that whole Kobe thing, the accidental basketball,
Yeah.
go out there, you miss some shots, you make some shots, and that's the game, like where's like, yeah, there's a little bit of game planning, but no, I completely agree, Jay. It's we
We've gotten so like obsessed with stats that like we don't, maybe I feel like we
I
don't
could
give the
care less
like
about stats.
like
yeah.
look at Ori's numbers, right? Oh, Ori played 30 minutes and gave you 5 points and 6 boards, but like here we all, everyone's a general consensus like that's the third best player on the team.
Yeah, right. And even if you stood
You
31
know what I mean?
and Fox was getting no minutes in this third run, right? Look at that.
On this third one, yeah, he played less.
He played a lot less. I should have been doing this. I should have been doing this for the other
Yeah.
ones. Huh?
Can we check the other run?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we're wrapping it up here, but yeah, we can still do this here. Yeah,
Oh,
down here you can see the playoff stats. It's really important. Like, look at now we can actually see who's
See, Rick Fox here was getting 35 minutes.
yeah. And Ori was 37, dude. And
Yeah.
Devin was more of a role player here.
So Devin George took up Fox's minutes. Yeah, I remember that. I was like, why is
In that
George
third
getting
one.
so many minutes over Fox?
In that third one, and then
Yeah.
I should have been doing this. Honestly, it's okay. Now you guys can see
'Cause
it.
he was probably studying under Fox and
Yeah.
in that year just overtook him athletically.
And look
Yeah.
at this
Yeah.
one. It was Fisher was at 36. Fox was there. Robert Ory was actually not even that heavy minutes then. Shaw got some. That was the playoff rotation. So
Yeah.
but 16 games. That means that it was this. Wait, does that
That
mean
was the year we only lost one playoff game.
Yeah.
because this year the first round was best of 5, right? And
Yep.
we only lost one game to Allen Iverson at home.
Yep.
Can you
And I
imagine
remember that was game
entire
one.
NBA playoffs, almost sweeping the entire playoffs? That's epic, dude.
I remember
That was Allen. Go
that
ahead.
was game one of the playoff of the finals, and I remember thinking Sixers are just going to play their heart out just to not get swept, and then we'll sweep them after that, right? And sure enough, they lose game one, or the Lakers lose game one. AI goes off for 40-something points, but then we just demolish them. We should have swept that playoffs. I'm still pissed we didn't.
That's Allen Iverson's greatest game of his career.
Yeah, AI, dude. Gotta give some love for it.
Imagine that. Not getting swept is your greatest achievement.
Hey,
I mean, dude,
Look, Sylvain has a very high benchmark for what counts as good in the NBA. And then this was the year they lost this year. They won
I
this.
mean, look at the greatness I was raised on, man. It's
Shaq
hard
They
to
30,
won
look
this
at
year.
these
30
it's
and
hard to
7.
look at these players and be like, yup, they're,
Fish
these are
only had
these
Fish
players.
Houston. So yeah, this was definitely Fish's least impactful.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That first year when they won. I mean, it was basically they brought Glenn Rice in to hit some points, but then it was mostly just Shaq and Kobe. Look at that, 50, averaging 52 points a game. In an NBA playoff, in a time where he getting 100 points was like the top what people were getting, right? Like playoff basketball was ending in like 80s and 90s, right? The scores,
Take
right?
me back.
So
Like
real quick, with the net, you know how people love their narratives.
yeah,
Um, People always say, "Oh, Shaq was or Kobe was carried during those chips." Can you pull up that stat again?
yeah, no problem.
What's interesting is the after Kobe Shaq.
This first one or the second
Yeah,
one?
yeah, that's fine. This one or any of the three peats is
This
fine.
is the first one, right?
Yeah, yeah. The point I'm trying to make is look at our third best player, right? He's making 12 points a game, right? On LeBron teams, your third best scorer is making 18 to 20. Chris Bosh. You know what I'm saying? So if the narrative is Kobe got carried by Shaq, well, you could also make a narrative that Braun got carried by.
Timeout. You said you don't want to talk about LeBron, and here we are.
Hey, all right. No,
Yeah.
but
You said
okay.
you
So
didn't
the
want to
point I'm
talk about
making,
LeBron and making a point
looking
about
at
LeBron.
these stats, I'm like,
All
man,
right, no,
like
I'm
these
kidding.
teams
Go
were
for it.
Kobe Shaq.
Yeah, it's all
That,
yeah,
you
it's
know,
Kobe Shaq, dude. Best duo in NBA history. I don't care what anybody says.
On Sally, he averaged just under 1 point per game.
Solid, dude. Solid John Sally, dude.
4.3 minutes.
I like it.
He was acting too though at that time, so he's probably
John
busy.
Sally was acting. Was he on soap operas? What was he on, dude? He was like in a.
Dancing with the Stars or something.
He was in some movie with Sinbad, I think, too.
Oh my! Can I get some love for Sinbad while we're here? Okay. Um, so
What's the greatest movie that any Lakers was in? Is it Kazam? Is it Airplane? Is
Oh,
it what was it?
Kazam. It's got to be Kazam,
I
dude.
love
He's got a whole movie on himself.
he's like this.
As a genie.
Guess what? I'm gonna be a genie. I guess so. I mean, that was a really fun trip down memory lane here, boys.
Can we end it with just one thing? Can you try pulling up Chick Hearn commercial 2001?
For you, sure, buddy. Oh, we still got
I
this.
was at I was at Chick Hearn's 3000th announced game. It was
What
awesome.
reading?
Oh, nice.
Chick Hearn commercial.
Yeah. Halloween. Put Halloween. Let's see if it pulls up.
This.
No.
Chick
I'll
Hearn
have to
was
dig to find it.
This looks
It's
good,
one of the
though.
greatest commercials ever.
Vintage Lakers. Chick Hearn.
Yeah, it's not on YouTube. It would have come up.
You want insurance call? Okay.
So essentially it's our either first or second game of the season in 2001, I think it was, right after we had won the chip. Or no, in 2000 was the start of the 2001 season. Our first or second game was on Halloween, and they ran a commercial with Chick Hearn, and it has Scottie Pippen going through the tunnel after his loss.
Mhm.
And it's this amazing edit because it's Scottie Pippen like running through the tunnel and Death chasing him, right? Just a black mask, but super tall. And everyone assumes it's Shaquille O'Neal because it's a big guy coming after him.
Okay.
And then at the very end, pulls off the thing, and it's Chick Hearn. He goes, "Who did you expect, Shaq?"
That's amazing.
And it's like Happy Halloween, Lakers,
Why are you bringing this
That's
up?
cool.
Yeah, Rob, what do you
Yeah.
got, G?
There's this great commercial. We kind of saw a little bit of it, but can you look up Kobe Shaq alley-oop commercial?
Sure, and we'll wrap up with that. This is I mean I could talk Lakers all day, honestly.
That's great. Kobe Shaq alley-oop commercial.
Okay, thank you for listening. This one,
30 seconds.
this one.
How many of you guys have seen this?
I don't know if I
Oh yeah,
remember.
it's
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah. Yeah. Love this.
Oh yeah. It brings them in there. Oh, yeah, it's like they bring them out. Yeah.
Maybe Kobe's best shoes that he ever made there that he's wearing. Kobe 2s.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It brings them out of
Keep in mind narrative. Kobe was wide open because Shaq was getting double teamed, right?
Kobe was like triple team on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, by all his players.
2000.
Shout out to Chu.
That was 2009, but they're showing it from before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good
They'll
that
show that.
it's good that Chu wasn't here for this. But this was really fun. This was so basically this is what we wanted to do, right? A deep dive onto the role players of that first dynasty, the dynasty of the Kobe Shaq era, and it was illuminating for me, and also a lot of fun and going down memory lane with you
Oh,
guys.
it's beautiful. It made me happy. I'm gonna have a great day.
All right, y'all. But we're gonna wrap this up. Hope you guys like it out there. Like and subscribe. Great Western Podcast. We out.
Dun, 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 dun.